So we're gonna go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, I am Daisha Tran, and this is my wife Andy Tran, and we are the founders of Ladies in Art Show. Our handle is at Ladies in Art Show, and that is Ladies in Art Show with an N. And my personal handle is Daisha Tran. That's DAISHA Tran TRAN.
And mine is at AHH Annie ANNIE.
And so, who are some of your favorite who are your top 3 favorite artists right now?
I think I'm gonna go top 3 because I probably know more than my wife does. I think I'm gonna say off the bat. Currently, right now, I'm gonna go with Art by Monday. She's a local artist and she is incredible. And her handle is just Art by Monday. And she's super, super sweet and incredibly talented. She does these. They're probably 3 feet by 4 feet, beautiful paintings of Black women, and she's all about melanated, beautiful women. So I really love her work. This Jazzy Weekend, Jazzy, she's another Dallas artist, and she's just super, super sweet. She does portraits of current and past rap and musicians, and I really just like how hard she works. She has a lot of dedication, and so I think that's why she would go into my top. And then my 3rd one, is it selfish to say me? I'm gonna say me because I really like what I do and I work hard, so I'm gonna say me as the 3rd one.
I like that. So, you said that one of the artists does a lot of music. Well, what type of music are y'all into? Like, who are some of your favorite genres and artists to listen to?
Oh man, everything. I'm kind of an old soul, so I love like jazz, but I'm also into like R&B, just really lovey-dovey music.
Do you have a favorite artist?
Oh, no, not really.
I do. It's Al Green.
Oh yeah.
Green. If anyone knows who Al Green is, you get points with me.
Yeah.
You like that smooth stuff, huh?
Yeah. Smooth jazz.
So, what are some of the struggles that y'all face making like Ladies in Art?
Everything.
Yeah. I think people see like the behind the scenes stuff that we do.
Yeah, I think there's a lot that goes into it that's just not considered. I think the biggest struggle we probably face because we're married and it's so personal to us is just the emotional factor, I would say. It's not really seen because at the end of the day, we're still married and we're still wives. And so there's all the headache of trying to be business partners as well as trying to be married and newly married at that. I think it's also the time consumption. You know, we both work full-time jobs, we have our own careers, and then we have businesses outside of what we do at Ladies in Art Show. And so that aspect can kind of be a little hard to juggle, but we make it work because we really enjoy doing it.
I hear that. So what made you guys come up with Ladies in Art? Where did the idea come from?
So I was honestly sitting at my full-time job, and I was just like, we pay so much to do these shows because I've been an artist for about 12 years, and I was just like, there has to be a way to do this for free. And I was just like, well, I can do this. And so I called Annie, and I was just like, babe, I have this great idea. I was like, it's probably going to take a lot of time and a lot of work, but I was like, let's just make our own event group, and so we can create our own shows. And that was kind of like the start of it. Mm-hmm. But then from there, it became so much more, and it got big really fast, and I don't think we expected that. And so it just kind of became this thing to wrangle. So more Ladies in Art Show is kind of like our child. It's our child who's just like running through the house, and we just want you to cooperate. But I think that's where it came from. It was just this idea of not everyone should have to pay to play. And there's a lot of artists out there that are incredibly talented, and they just don't have the means to pay $50 to $300 for these vendor spots. So we wanted to create an atmosphere where we say, show your art, sell your art, enjoy what you do, and us on the back end, we're not going to take anything from it. We just want you to have that experience.
I agree. There's a lot of artists out there that just don't have the connections or even the means or even a space to connect with other artists. And it's crazy because some artists out there have amazing work and they just don't know their potential until they actually get out there and meet different artists or even like different event spaces.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's a good thing because, like, you know, y'all help your community, you know, your community of artists. So it's one of those things to bring people together. Have y'all met? I'm pretty sure y'all met a lot of cool people, a lot of cool artists and stuff.
Yeah, it's nice meeting different people and seeing like their potential and telling them like, no, you have so much more. Now keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I think it can be overwhelming at sometimes too to realize how big the art scene is. I mean, just in Dallas, we kind of tapped into that for about 6 months, and it was like this incredible, overwhelming amount of people who are just like, they do something that they're really, really passionate about, and they're just trying to find the means to like make that happen. And it's like, if I can just get a couple of you guys to be able to quit your jobs and do this full time, like that's all I need out of it.
That's a nice goal to have for people, though.
Yeah.
So what are some of your future, what do you see Ladies in Art going in the future? Like, what are some of your future plans for it?
So I think this year, to be completely honest, we call this our survival year. I think looking at the industry right now, where we go as far as event hosting and the market, it has become quite saturated, and not in a bad way. I think the more opportunities that are out there, that's better for everyone. But we didn't want to overwork ourselves so much and for our events to become too common and too often to the point where we didn't have the attraction for them. And we want people to actually come out and not only view the art and products and enjoy it, but to buy it, because at the end of the day, that's what we want for these artists. And so I think this year we just want to stay steady, we want to stay consistent, we want to put out events that are not just doing it for the sake of doing it, but actually doing it to promote these artists and to really give them a chance to thrive in this market. I think if we're looking long-term, 3 to 5 year goal, it's just to grow. We want growth. I think as long as there's consistent growth and we can do more shows and get more connections, that's kind of the path. We have so many other ventures and opportunities to make financial gains off of. Ladies in Art Show is not something we really wanted or really planned to do anything like that with. So yeah, I think in the next 3 to 5 years, we're hoping to get really big venues. I think, fingers crossed, we could go festival size, but that's kind of the dream, is to go festival size and to be able to keep it free.
Yeah.
So
that's the biggest term.
Yeah, that's the long-term goal. Do it really big and really free.
Because we want to be able to prove that you can do events like this for free and not charge artists like in a ridiculous amount just to show their work. Yeah,
I think that was a big thing. Is more than anything, I think we're kind of being a little smart ass and just saying like, we can do this for free. And not that there's anything wrong with charging any type of amount. Some people, to be able to create these events, you do have to charge. The bigger the event goes, there's all these background costs that people aren't aware of. So I think to have paid shows is not a bad thing, but I also think Ladies in Art Show as an outlet for it to be free. One, it provides an opportunity for an artist to save money, and then it creates this other opportunity for artists who just cannot invest that money up front.
So when people watch this and they see, you know, you talk about expanding and getting bigger venues, would y'all be open to collaborators? Basically, people to tag team and help y'all out, you know?
Hell yeah. I would just jump on it. Hell yeah. Anyone who wants to collaborate with us, we're always open to that. We've worked with some great groups, even just small things like doing little pop-ups at their shows or just trying to create events together. In the past year, we worked with DFW Local Creatives, who is a really, really awesome group. Shelby and Paul, who I think are kind of the heads of that group, they're really sweet. They kind of have the same outlook to give back. They're more centered in the Fort Worth community, I believe. And then there's also been other groups just like Decent Collective and Art Battle Dallas, and we've also had awesome people just help us, like this Jazzy Weekend or Demetria Hicks, Shamika. There's just, it goes on and on. We have people that reach out to us and that genuinely want to get involved in what we're doing, and I think we're just forever going to be open to that. And also it always takes a little bit of the load off, so collaborations are the best. Bring them.
It's awesome to network and see different people and artists in their community too.
Yeah, and you get to just make really good friends. There are people that we've met as business partners, and now we're just like calling them up like let's go on vacation. So I think that's just a life experience we get to enjoy about it.
So something that I actually recently found out, that y'all have a street fashion boutique.
Yes.
Can you actually tell us more about that?
So this just got launched, and this is our new baby, and I think Annie's more excited
Yeah,
about
I'm
it
really excited about
than I
this.
am. I'm kind of sitting in the background. I'm like, I love clothes, but we just added a whole other business
It's
onto
like-
our plate.
It's like pleasure and like work at the same time, you know?
So the page for that is just at Founders Fits, and I think the idea behind that Annie more so came up with. She wanted to take this unique style of fashion, and that as lesbian women, we don't really have such a concentrated group or a concentrated area to get fashion, both for the feminine side and the more masculine side or androgynous side. So our goal with that is really to just curate this kind of cool fashion base where women, men, anyone androgynous or kind of non-identifying can just kind of have a spot to say, I want to find some cool pieces.
Yeah, because there are some pieces out there that people that don't have a specific gender, or even if you like dressing more masculine and sometimes more feminine, there's not really a lot of stores out there that kind of cater to that and at an affordable price too. So that's what we're getting into.
Yeah, I can tell you up front, I've seen the pieces that she's picked out because she does most of the back end to that. I'm just kind of sitting there looking cute. There's some cool stuff coming.
Yeah, and I can't wait to like launch it all, but it's just kind of starting off now. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think with Founders Fit, trying to keep up with everything on track. So we have our first pop-up will be February 21st. That's actually going to be at Lesbian Happy Hour. They host an open mic, and we thought that would be a really good spot to start just because the crowd is kind of curated for the queer community. So we definitely wanted something like that for our first show. And then we will actually be our own host. Gallery 4 will be our own host, and we'll be doing a pop-up there. So we will be double or triple working that night, but we're really looking forward to it.
So we stay busy.
Yeah, so we stay busy.
So how did you guys meet?
Oh. It is a very long, interesting story.
Yeah.
What is the easiest way to say how we met?
I love the reaction. It was great.
I don't even know how to explain this without it.
No, we met through a series of interesting life circumstances.
It's like,
I don't know if that's a valid answer.
it's like life was just like, well, now you guys are gonna just meet, and I don't care what you guys think or do, it's just gonna happen, and it's just like all at once.
Yeah, I honestly believe that. Like, we had a lot of intentions not to like cross life paths, and it just kind of happened all at once. And I honestly can't explain the full story of how we met.
because
It gets interesting. That's all I can say.
mutual friend.
Yeah, we met through mutual friends.
I love that's what we came back to. It was like,
We met through mutual friends. We met through a friend, and then there were friends.
It was, I don't know if I can even say it on camera.
No, I will kill her.
Yeah.
On camera.
But yeah, we'll just.
Off camera, there's a story that you guys won't get to hear. So, camera people, you guys watching us there, you don't get to hear it. Off camera, everyone else can hear it. We met through mutual friends.
Yeah. Let's keep it up.
So Annie, I hear that you ride motorcycles.
Oh yes, I love motorcycles.
How long have you been doing it?
Since how old am I now? 20,
You're 24.
24. I've been riding since I was 18. Yeah, so I love it.
Wow, you've really been riding that long?
Yeah, that long, yeah.
You got any favorite type of bikes? Or?
Oh yes, I love Yamahas. That's what I have now. I have a Yamaha SE8, and I started off with like a Ninja Kawasaki. It was like a 250cc, and it could like barely keep up on the highway. I was like pushing it. But now I have an 800, and I love it. Like, I just love the speed of it. I know. Just look at me like that, because sometimes I drive reckless, but I try not to.
Viewers at home, do not listen to her.
But it's so fun. It's like, it's one of those things where women were like, don't do that because it's dangerous, you know? And I was like, oh, I don't know how to say that. like blanket, you know? Yeah. But it's really fun. It's just like the adrenaline of it, and also the community behind it is really big. There's a big motorcycle community in Dallas. They have big events as well. They have big rides. The last ride we went to was like, I don't know how many people.
That was intense. It was like 500 people.
Yeah.
It was so huge.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah, we shut down the highway. There's like a helicopter, like the news, like having us. It was awesome. Yeah.
And she's the most aggressive for riding. Like, I think as a female rider, like,
Yeah.
she keeps up all the
I
way.
love it.
But she doesn't want me to start riding.
Yeah, I don't because it's dangerous.
And the logic.
She's looking out for you.
Yeah, but I do want a bigger bike. Like the one I have now is really heavy, but I would want something heavier.
Really?
And I'm trying to talk her out of a bigger bike.
I love it. Like if I dropped that bike a couple times and I can't even carry, like lift it up by myself, but like I like just like the challenge.
Yeah. So what other, like, other than Ladies in Art and like your boutique, what other like interests and hobbies do y'all have?
Are there though? At
Yeah.
this point, I feel like most of what we do tends to be work now.
Yeah.
An interest of mine, I love horror movies. I don't know why.
Yes,
I
yeah.
love scary movies. Like I go to sleep watching scary movies. My
Yeah.
favorite movie right now is probably The Right, and it's so old, and I just like watch it on repeat for no reason. And she enjoys it, but I think
Like at night she'll put it on and she'll fall asleep in like 10 minutes, and I'm just up. I'm like, oh well, this is getting kind of scary.
before bed. So I'm really big on horror movies. There's a new one coming out, Us, by, is it Jordan Peele? I think
Yes,
Jordan
it's
Peele.
Jordan
Peele.
Yes, and I cannot wait to see it. I don't know, I think it's my fascination with murder. I don't know.
Yeah.
I should tell people that. I really enjoy horror movies. I think that's probably my only hobby or interest right now outside of Ladies in Art Show and everything else I'm doing, just because we stay so
Yeah.
busy. That and sleeping. I
Yeah.
love sleeping.
Because whenever we have downtime, like which is very little, we take that time to sleep.
Yeah. I think, what for you as far as interest? It's just bikes.
It's just bikes.
Bikes and,
yeah. Bikes
bikes and
passion.
scary movies.
Yeah. That's about it.
That's all I can think of.
So if people are looking to go to your events, what are the next couple event days that y'all have? Or
Oh, okay. So as far as Ladies in Art Show, the next major event we're going to have is Gallery 4, and that will be on February 23rd. It's going to be at the Aloft Richardson, and you can see all the details on our Instagram page or our website, and it's all going to be at Ladies in Art Show. For Founders Fits, we have 2 events coming up. We'll have our first pop-up show, which we're going to be doing with Lesbian Happy Hour, and that's going to be on the 21st. And then it will be a re-host of ourselves at Ladies in Art Show, Gallery 4. For Ladies in Art Show, I think we have 2 other
We have 2 more events.
Yeah.
Still pending.
What are our dates? Are they May dates?
They're May, yeah.
Yeah, so we have 2 dates in May that will be coming up. We're also working with Mercedes, who's one of the local Dallas artists, and she's so incredible. She actually won the bid for our solo show we'll be hosting. So we have big plans for her. That won't be later until June. And then I think we have like one other event planned, and it's just going to kind of come out on the calendar. But if you follow Ladies in Art Show, you can keep up with all of that, because most of the time we're just trying to keep our heads on it.
they can follow you. Will you tell them your Twitter handles and Facebooks or anything else one more time?
Yeah. You want to say it?
Yeah, sure. So on Instagram, we're at Ladies, LADIES, then the letter N, and then Art Show. And on Facebook, we're at Ladies and Art Show as well. And we'll have on our Instagram description, there's a little Facebook event that we have posted on there, so you can follow our Facebook page on there. And we don't have Twitter, so
Yeah,
yeah.
we're nowhere on the Twitter.
Yes.
But if anyone's also looking to collaborate with us, or you're looking for more details, ladiesandArtShow.com, it is our actually website, and there's so much more like information on there, everything about like us. Even if someone wanted to become a partner with us, we have all kinds of links and forums to all that good stuff on the actual website.
Yeah.